Oh my god. It's worse than we all thought. Okay, so let me give a quick rundown. In the newswire the other day, Rockstar said that they were removing lesser used vehicles. That was their words. They were going to remove lesser used vehicles from the in game websites to free up clutter, right? They were going to try to make the websites easier to browse. They have removed 188 cars. Almost 200 cars are gone from the website now. A lot of those cars that were gone were meta-defining. Cars like the Sterling GT, the RE7B, I think it was called, that weird one-seater. Whatever it's called, I remember it was top of its class at one point, and has remained at the top of its class for a long time. Well, near the top at least. And there's plenty more. I'm sure you could go online and find a list of it, and I'm just I'm just pointing this out. A lot of the cars that were removed were either meta-defining, old cars that have long been collector's pieces, or cars that had something special about them. Like the Dinka Thrust is now removed. That was one of only 2 motorcycles that ever had the KERS boost, and that's gone. So now your choices are either cross your fingers and pray you find that in event week, or you go with the Electro, which is way more expensive, even with the trade price. So, like, basically a fuck ton of vehicles are just gone now. And guess what? Guess what? Within the first week of the Vinewood Car Club being out, they have put in the fucking Sterling GT. Remember that car I hinted at before? Yeah, well, guess what? You basically have to sucker up and pay them money this week for GTA Plus. And guess what? I can't. Not because I don't have GTA Plus, although I'm definitely not getting GTA Plus now. I was actually thinking about it for a while if I moved to next gen, but nope. Even if I had it, I can't get it because I'm still on old gen. And keep in mind, at least a third of the player base is still on old gen. A lot of people like myself just either can't get our hands on a next gen console, or we don't have any reason to move to next gen. Either it's because of just priorities, or maybe our friends are still on old gen. So for a lot of us, it's not even an option. And it's ridiculous because, like I said, I love collecting cars. That's a thing I have done since I started playing this game. And I even started a new character, and I was going to get a bunch of those cars back on it. Now I'm not going to be able to. Even if I did want GTA Plus, I can't get it because I'm still on old gen. And even if I was on old gen, well, guess what? I'm not buying that crap now. Like, what would be the point? So I can cross my fingers and pray to whatever god I believe in that the car appears? Fuck that. Guys, this needs to change. This needs to be reverted back. I cannot stress this enough. This is scummy as hell. And it needs to be reverted back. Rockstar, you have been doing a good job of listening to people's suggestions, but this needs to fucking go. This change needs to be reverted back. You know, something that really would have helped free up clutter on the websites, or rather make it so it wouldn't be considered clutter, either one of 2 ways. You could have either added more search filters, like maybe sorting by class, or sort by the update they're in, or sort alphabetically, or the easiest, well, maybe not easiest, but the most practical solution, if it were possible, add a fucking search bar. I'm not even the only one who suggested this. Bruffy has literally suggested this in a recent video, and it makes total fucking sense. Why not have a search bar? You know, just put a fucking search bar. on each website, so that within that website you can search for a name of the vehicle you want. I don't know if that's possible. I'm sure it is. I mean, you made new filters recently. At the very least, just revert this back to the way it was. You know, I don't like having to rant like this, but this is such a shitty fucking change that I don't know how else to express this. And someone out there needs to make a fucking petition, because I swear to fucking Christ, whoever made this decision was not thinking of the player base. Very clearly, they were not thinking of the average player. All they were thinking of was the sweaty little gremlin who's like 9 years old and has unlimited access to mommy's credit card. That's the player base they have targeted with this change. Because there is no way in hell I would buy GTA Plus at this point. You know, I was actually considering it, like I said before, because there were some really cool cosmetics. And my golden rule when it comes to microtransactions is that if it's just like cosmetics, like if it's not going to have a big impact on the game, but it still adds a little something special for people who buy it, then I'm all for it. Payday sort of does this with their weapon skins. Games like Overwatch used to do this with loot boxes. I know, say what you want, sue me, but loot boxes were better than the stupid fucking battle pass they have now. And don't even get me started with Blizzard. But the point I am making is that microtransactions should not affect the game this badly. I was fine with shark cards for the longest time. I thought, hey, I'm not going to buy them, but if other people buying them means we get free updates, and those updates are really fucking good, then why not, right? I talk shit about shark cards all the time, but it's better than this shit. This is why I hate GTA Plus. It is inherently greedy. The fact that the game itself is paid for. Keep in mind, this is a $40 game. And it's a 10-year-old game, too. Alright, so you pay $40 for the game, plus whatever money you decide to pay in shark cards. I used to buy shark cards. I think I bought like, what, 1 or 2 shark cards before. Then never again, because I realized it wasn't fucking worth it. And on top of that, on PC, you can't even buy the base game anymore. Go on Steam. Literally go on Steam. Search for the game. You can't buy the base game anymore. It is actually just the premium edition. If you want to buy the game, you have to cough up the whole $60 or whatever it costs for a premium version. It is so fucking scummy how far Rockstar has taken it with the monetization. Like, I get it. They gotta make money. Fine, but this is not the way to do it. So please, Rockstar, for the love of Christ, just change this back. This one thing. Everything else in the update I thought was great. The missions were fun. It was a decent little way to make money. I thought it was on par with everything else. It's also nice that the Avenger isn't locked behind a paywall anymore. That was a really good change I didn't expect, but it was nice to see. The new cars, I like them so far. They look nice. The ones I've driven so far handle well. The changes to the Avenger are good. You know, the buffs to other stuff is nice. It's nice to make a little extra money, you know, running stuff for Gerald, I guess, if you're new. The point is, other changes are fine. All of those can stay. Just that one little part of the update, the fact that you have removed almost 200 cars, pisses me off more than you can imagine. I played this game since 2017. I never thought it would get this bad. Rockstar, please, for the love of God, change this one fucking thing.